I'm really tired. I'm not going to show my face right now because I'm tired. I'm in my bed right now. Um, I finally figured out what's going on, and it's just a shit show now. That's all it is. I figured out, and of course, a lot of you guys are so programmed that you're not going to believe me because you're so programmed to think that these scientists are being taken out, are dead. They're not dead, okay? This is all a game. It's a game, you guys. If you look at the movie, the series Man in the High Castle, you will see that the Nazi have joined with the United States and others, okay? Others. Even the Soviet Union had project guys from paperclip, okay? So the Nazis figured out a long time ago how to mine through time travel through the tunnels because they were, going through the tunnels. And why were they going through the tunnels is because they mined to they made it so it was like really thin there around the core, that with these anti-gravity things it was easier to go through that way, um, through the gates, okay, through the stargates. And I wrote about it in my fourth book. You can just watch the movie, where they have found a way to go through the multiverse and mine different worlds. We're not the only one, okay? And one of the actors says, well, what do you mean? Oh, wow, this is our world here? Because he shows him a sphere that's exactly the replica of Earth, but that sphere that they have just made does not have an axis. Okay? So, no gravitational field. They pretty much time they blew through time. Time doesn't exist there. They If you understand what Ning Li was working on. She was working on this 12-inch disc. She made it to where it could produce anti-gravity, okay? So what happened is they say that it measured 11 kilowatts of, I think it's fusion, if I'm not mistaken, but it can make a wormhole, okay? So what they've been doing with us super soldiers, they call us super soldiers, but I don't know why they call us that because we're all like very, we're star seeds. We're star seeds that know the truth. But what happens when you're here in this game? They blind you. They make you forget everything. Okay. They want to see who's going to remember. They want to see who's the smart ones. Okay. So these scientists have been working on this anti-gravity thing. We can go through wormholes ourselves without having to use these ships that they've created. So what it is what I see is that it's a deal that they're given to these scientists. Hey, you know what? We're going to need you. Go ahead and pretend you're like psycho for like 3 months, and then, pretend you shoot yourself. Here's a blank, we got this set up for you, you know, and, you and your family will be taken care of. Just the world here will think that you're dead, but you're not. You're not dead. I'm still having dreams with Max Beers. I had a dream with James the day after he passed away. He gave me an envelope, okay, in a very thick envelope of information. I was just given like a million, I would say a million pieces of papers from this guy in my dream that looked like just like the general that's missing, okay? And I'm working on these green suits. Like I said, I made this video about these neon suits that are thermal, against, nuclear war. They go invisible. You can go through inner whatever shield, it's like you can go, it's a lot to explain, but you can go interdimensional with them. You don't need a ship, blah, blah, blah. You can go underwater. You can go, if you look up Project Seagate, if you look up all these people that have been telling you guys that they call us super soldiers, they have been using us since pre-birth, okay, for these experiments. And I had this dream, right, almost 3 years ago, where that lieutenant came in from the Navy, and I was in a swimming pool, but I was not swimming. I was on top and then of the place, because, you know, they have a downstairs, upstairs. And I was there, and I was there with my mom and I think one of my kids, I don't know. But I had my traveling suitcase. And he came to me. He was in full with his regalia, you know, his medals and everything, in a blue Navy uniform, glasses. He's an old like commander. With, you know, he says, Veronica, he pointed at me. We will be with you when the scorpion marries the spider. It's happened. It's happened, guys. They're telling us, if you're smart and if you could just let go of your tears, because they're all fucking lying, okay? I'm not kidding. This is what I broke through. I broke through today. There's really no reason for me to be online anymore. Like, there's no reason for me to be doing any more YouTube videos. Like, there's really no reason for me to be on Facebook anymore, because I broke through. I know what they're doing. It's the Raelian agenda. The Nazis with the Japanese. Okay, so that lieutenant commander, whatever he was, said, we will be with you when the scorpion marries the spider. So what does that mean? They have broken through. They have another Earth, maybe various Earths, where people can now live. Okay, and we're not, and we're not just. We've been in Mars. Okay, we're talking further than Mars. We're talking like multiverse. That's what they want to do with the multiverse. And I have a feeling, and I see that they already have created this world where these scientists are going to live with their family, and guess what? Work more on these ships to go and mine more worlds. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a mining of different worlds, and you can even make worlds. Okay. In the movie Man in the High Castle, they were stealing things through the portals, through the stargates of other planets, their secrets and things like that. So I don't care, you know, what you guys think about it, not believing me, but this is what's happened. It's done. Game over. So this is just a game here on Earth, you guys. Just what I would say is just enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. Find out everything you can, you know, prove me wrong if you want. Prove me wrong. This is a challenge. Prove Veronica wrong. Prove me wrong. Show me. Show me. Because with one phone call, just like Kerry Cassidy said, you know, last week, and come on, us that were in the military and we're police officers here, we know. We know the games that people play, these agencies. So I figured it out. I can rest now. I can rest now, just letting you guys know that I figured it out. And it's an individual thing, you know. I'm really proud of myself. Really proud of myself. I'm glad that I put my everything. I put it all out there, guys. I put my life out there. I put my thoughts out there. I wrote my books. I'm happy. I'm happy that I finally broke through. And what I find sad is that, you know, they're just using you guys to think. You guys think that Charlie Kirk's dead. You guys think that Wilcock is dead. No. They've gone underground. They've gone black. That's what they call calling black, guys. They're doing something else out there, okay? So just remember, we're eternal. We'll never die. Just find it really interesting how I could have cried tears for these people in the past, thinking that they're dead and they're not. You know what I mean? They're given choices. They're given, it's a game. It's a game, and wow. And, you know, I find it really interesting, too, that people in the SSP community have come against me so much. Even Miles Johnson, Penny Bradley, all of them come against me. Why me? Even my friend Stone Hobbit. She's saying, Kristen, she's like, why do they hate you so much? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Well, now I know why. Because I figured it out. I'm not like stupid anymore. Not that I was stupid, but I'm not blind anymore. Wow, this is, geez, it's like a movie. That when I finally, the last major thing that I had to watch, I just knew I had to watch Man in the High Castle, and I had been putting it off for years. But finally it makes sense. We're in different timelines. There's a timeline here in Earth, timeline in inner Earth, timeline in Mars, timeline in, but yeah. So that's what I found out, and I'm going into surgery in a few weeks here. I'm just gonna take care of myself and you know live a happy life. I figured it out. I mean, I don't really know what else to do. Just talk, I guess, about if anybody has any questions or whatever. I'm still going to do readings, still going to do my shows here and there. But right now I got to take care of me, and I have 3 more shows coming up, and then I have to take care of me and be with just be in peace, because all these years not knowing why they came at me so hard, gave me cancer 3 times. These past 3 years I've been dealing with that. Thank goodness I'm cancer free now. But from those 3 years, 4 surgeries, 2 blood transfusions, I mean, I smelled and reeked like death. You guys, if you guys are brave, you can look at the pictures. It's under my cancer journey playlist on this channel, Code Breaker Real Talk, and you just look, my gruesome pictures, part 1 and part 2. I don't know how I survived. Okay. All I know is that I had to keep going. I had to keep going. When the world came against me, some of you that are listening, you just listen to see what I'm saying. You're not even my friend. You gave your back to me. But I really am grateful for those that stuck with me through all this time, because it's amazing the feeling when it's all a show. There's Hollywood, the crisis actors, right? Wow. It's been a wild ride. I don't know, guys. You do your own research, but wow. I'm amazed that all the lies, and it's just like I don't even know what to say. I can see through now. I just, it's like if I went through, I don't know how many, the multiverse, and I just like saw everything at once. It's like, and then there's the resets, right? Like you remember, and then boom, there's like a reset. Oh no, man, now we have to start all over again. Yeah, we have like 3 worlds, but let's memory wipe them again. They're gonna be reborn again, blah blah blah, reincarnate. We'll see what kind of formulas they give us this time. By the way, your clone is on this, on Mars. You're in Europa. You're in another brand new planet. You're on Earth 3. Earth 6. But we're gonna like reincarnate you back over here. See if you can remember anything. What else can you give us? It's just really interesting. So. All right, guys. My next show is, hey, Matthew, how are you? Man in the High Castle, Vouchers for the Multiverse. Yes, peace and love to you too, Matthew. Hang in there. You know a little bit more of what they're doing, They try and scare us. They try and erase our memories. But no, we keep going. And like I said, the truth will set you free. I'm free now. I feel so free just knowing. But like I said, the commander says, Veronica, we will be with you. So it's the Raelian agenda. It's the Raelian agenda. It's the swastika, and then it has the triangle. That's pretty much where we are right now. And why did they cease communications here? I can't even listen to my radio for the police, because it's been down for like a week now, about a week and 2 days. Why? Because there's something going on. Okay, they're transitioning these scientists to go through to the other side, right? They're traveling to where they're going to take them to the other Earth, right? Or wherever they want. Maybe it's underground here. Maybe it's here in Davis-Monthan Air Force Base. Maybe it's under the Catalina Mountains. But they're going to the other world, okay? To the other worlds. They're going to put to test what they've been working on. What else can I say? I don't know, man. I have a show with Betsy Lewis coming up on the 9th, and then on the 3rd of May, it's going to be there's like twins that are nurses, I think. One of them, they're both nurses, or that Teresa wanted me to interview. They're her friends. So I'll do that. And then I got to go to surgery, take care of my back, take a break, go to my 4th back surgery, hit the gym, go hiking, get my life back. Because I have been giving a lot to you guys. A lot. And that why? Because I love you guys. And I want you to wake up. And I want you to see your truth. Because I feel so much freer. I'm free. I just don't know what to tell you. Just keep going, keep writing things down, keep asking questions. Yes, I was that obnoxious kid in the back of the room, or in the front of the room, I should say. Miss, I have a question. Yes, I can be annoying, but annoying, me believing in myself, and no matter what they threw at me, I mean, even self-deletion, I was in the hospital dead for 3 days, in the hospital for a month and a half. In 2010, they didn't want me to remember. The enemy did not want me to remember. Somehow I survived that gunshot wound. 20 doctors saved my ass for a reason. And then they took my ass out. They took my ass off. They gave me myoxidil liposarcoma stage 3. Yep. They gave me lung cancer. I wrote all about it in my book. I am exposing a few doctors. I didn't write their names. But all the bioweapons, everything that they did to try and stop me and others, So I don't know, man. I just feel free. I'm really happy. Thank you, Matthew. Yeah, light after the storm. That's what it feels like. You're right. That's what I feel like. I'm more alive than I've ever been because I trusted myself. No matter how many people hated me and talked shit about me, and I had to defend myself too. I had to defend myself publicly. I didn't want to, but I had to. Because they think that they can just shut you down like that. They want to take your voice away. Don't let them take your voice away. You are also creator with source. Remember that. It's all a game, but pain hurts. And, when people backstab you, it hurts. But remember, it is a game, and it's up to us. It's up to us individually to rise up and keep going, busting through that veil that doesn't even really exist. We have a world up above us that are always fighting, against each other, trying out these drones and trying out these, these weapons and these ships. And then, of course, the fake alien invasion is coming. A lot of people are saying that, like Daniel from Dark Journalist, and then John DeSouza is saying that the aliens are going to be fake. But I know that the ships are going to be real. That's the shit that I've been working on. Okay. They're going to show you their big boy toys. So my question is, are they going to go knocking on our door? Not really knocking, because they can see through me right now. They can see these walls, nothing. They can just see through my body, through everything, my organs. They can see through all of us, okay? It's like, you think Big Brother was bad back in the day, 9/11? They got weapons of, you have no idea. They're monitoring this call right now, this thing on YouTube. So I wonder if they're going to say, hey, you were SS, let's go. Let's get on this ship. Let's go. We're going to need you on this other Earth, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what'd you say, Matthew? I have had my family invert and turn against me in the last 18 months. I get it, V. Oh, thank you. We can beat it by finding blissful things and remembering we survived the loss of identity or culture. It's true. It's true, because even like one of my kids says, she's like, Mom, it's like you snapped. What happened back in the day when the shooting happened? And I'm like, I don't know. I guess I snapped. But I snapped in a good way. for me to know the truth, to be able to confide in me, to be able to trust in me. And then they send the stupid CIA, what I coined CIA love bites, BYTES, that I wrote in the third book, Sheila, Wolverine, Mars, Montauk, and the SSP. So many men knocking on, even at the gym, they wanted to know what I knew. And then they wanted to do this whole sex kitten thing with me. And I'm like, no. And then I got engaged twice. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Finally had to say no more. Calling it quits. Got to go celibate. I got to find the truth. I went celibate for years. I still am. And it was the best thing because love is also a program. The whole get married, have kids, That's because they want to procreate through our kids, these demons. So, remember that demons are not aliens. Aliens have a body. Like Kerry Cassidy said, demons don't. Study the eighth sphere, the Armon. Do your own study. Work hard. Stop doubting yourself because that's what they want. Stop thinking that you need somebody or else you're going to not ever live. Oh, you need to be in love with someone. Fuck that shit. If it comes, great. Proud of you. Hey, hang in there. Because marriage is a contract, bro. It's not something that you can just oh, we'll see if it works. I'll just get a divorce. It's a contract with your soul, with your words, with your body, everything. So this life, for me, has been a lonely one because I always wanted a partner. Like, I thought I was going to be married forever, but that's a program. Remember that. Some people, they do work really hard and they stay married. But you have to have a goal. You have to have, what is your mission? Remember, you can have a mission as a couple or you can have an individual mission as well. So don't forget you. Don't forget your own self. Don't lose yourself in that person. That's what they want. They want you to be subservient to the other person. Yes, you're going to, my love language is service and service to others, service, but don't lose yourself if you are in that relationship. And if you feel that that person is not awakened, then maybe it's not going to be awakened because you got to walk away sometimes. Sometimes you got to walk away for your own. You got to save yourself. You got to save your kids because if you're not in a relationship where the kids are being taken care of or your husband's hitting you, you got to get away. You got to save your soul, save your children. They'll thank you later because they took mine and now they're back. And I'm grateful. He left me with nothing, no house, took everything. I had a brand new house. I had made it ordered and everything, made to order. Then everything was stolen from me, and I know that it was done on purpose. Then now I'm having these dreams where he's giving me everything back, what he stole. And there's evidence that he still has the things that from the divorce. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then one of the ladies that was on the show, what's her name? Ariel, she says, yeah, they're called parting gifts, V. I'm like, motherfuckers. Wow. So last night, I had a dream that everything was given back to me. Everything that was stolen. It even says in the Bible, everything that was taken from you will be given back sevenfold. I always say 7 times 7 times 7 to the 7th degree. But Matthew, relation with all of creation, not just one man. Exactly. Okay, guys. Well, I better let you go and sending you guys lots of peace and love. And I probably won't be on Facebook too much because it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. If you guys need me, you guys know my email's there. You can message me on Messenger. But just stop sending me shit on Messenger, guys. If you want to talk to me, that's fine. You can talk to me. We can do a show or whatever. But stop sending me so much stuff. I've been waiting and waiting for everyone to wake up, and I'm still getting messages from, hey, do you know about the A word, about the children? I'm like, yes. Do you know about, I don't know. It's just, I'm like done, I guess. I'm like in that level where I don't know. It just took me, it took my life pretty much. I risked my life. It was like I had to learn everything fast on my own. And yes, a lot of people came to help and stuff like that. You know, with like when I had my shows, when I had my, you know, my shows were, let's see, Unchaining Hearts was hacked by a guy over there. He's a Mormon over there in Utah. And my email was hacked by someone he knew named Gloria. The guy that hacked that channel, his name, he goes by Sean Snow, which is not his real name, but that's what he goes by. Second channel got infiltrated with by Jay Essex. I already wrote about that. And then my Codebreaker Real Talk, I had to start clean again. So if you want to all look at the past interviews, that you can look at my playlist, which is Unchaining Hearts and Unchained Hearts. The first Unchaining Hearts is still there, like I said, but I just can't access it and can't access the other one either. But it's been a wild ride. Just every day information comes to me. When I as soon as I go to sleep, I'm there in another dimension. So keep writing down your dreams and things like that, and keep loving yourself, believing in yourself, and all will be okay. Have peace. I send you guys love and peace, and we'll see you on the next show. Love you guys. Bye. Thank you, Matthew. Bye, guys. Thank you, Rowdywood. Thanks, everyone.